That's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking, right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. But an ass back, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
You ready? 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Here we go, D.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is taken at the 23. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gun.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Great. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Check Michael.
They fake the give. Newton. eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Newton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Off play action, Newton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Squeeze, double, check 3, 6, pull it high. Let go.
Out of the gun, Hill. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, New Orleans.
Here we go. 50, plant. Ricky. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Recon, 132 fighter. 50. Switch. Be Griffin.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Set 18 Gator. Ready.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. Past the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
It's second down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Hill looks to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, check motion down.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Newton on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. Yeah. That's it. Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. It's our field.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He'll buy some time right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. Hey, check Michael.
From the gun, here's Newton. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Set,
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end 61. Matchbox lights. 3 down. Switch it.
On second down, Kamara. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10.
Rush in.
Now Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Here we go. Hey, Delta. 59's Mike. Check, 59. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 52.
To throw again. Hill. And Thomas has it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Check, 59. Man, that's trash.
Throwing on third down. Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Eight. Flare. Kill. Great. Kill. Turn up. He's coming. Delta. He's coming. Double up.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Quick the edge. Come. Gun. Great. Go. Check Mike 11. Watch the run. West. He's checking. Crash.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Check Mike 11. And watch delay. Check 13. 20. 22. Check. Gun.
Now Newton. Dancing to his left. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Ready. 30 base. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, Team 6. Be triple.
On first down, Hill. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, and that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Ready.
Hill going back to the air on second down. Looking long for... and this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 34 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, check Michael.
Now it's Newton. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This time they stay on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Newton on first down. And that's complete to Cooks. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen. Express.
Newton now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. I got one. Hey! Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. I'm coming after you.
Third and long, it's Newton. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 43. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Here's Newton. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. All day, dog. 20. Check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
Throwing again, Newton. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This is caught. It's Cooks. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 28. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Watch the pass. Here we go.
From the red zone now, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Mike 55. Man out.
On second and 10, Newton. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Protein spill. I got him. Hey, high 7. Pick it up. Pick it up. 5.
On second and 11 now. Hill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike there.
A shotgun snap for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. 20. You ain't doing nothing today. Check 9, check 9. Check your hot read. Gun. Check. Lucky. Chance. 8. Check the backer.
To throw again. Newton going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Gun. Hey, boom. Check Mike 11. Hey, that QB's trash.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And that last penalty makes this third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
20. Motion to the backfield. Hey, check over. Check back 11.
Out of the gun, Newton. They'll find Everett there, complete. It's a pickup of 6.
8.
From the 50, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Now. Hey, check Mike 11. I got you. Hey, check.
After the sack on first down, Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Slam. Kill.
20.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton eluding the pressure right. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Let's get this. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Watch it.
Express.
53 is the mic. Check. 53 is the mic.
From the 24, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Newton. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Set. 180. Gun. Great.
Hey, check Michael Allen. Trump. It's just me and you. Hey, check.
Express.
Check Michael Allen. You don't want none of that. Get in. Pick up the ball.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Marcus Davenport picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Express.
Here's Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Rams on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Newton. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here we go. Hey, check Michael Allen.
Express.
Bend it. Hey, check Michael.
Great.
Hey,
Express.
Hey, check Michael Allen.
They snap it to Newton. Letting one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter.
Ready, break.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Hill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 50's the money.
Out of the gun. Hill. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Bravo. Go! 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Shoot!
They snap it on 4th to Hill. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
3, 20.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
180. Check 8.
3 bud. Check.
Newton to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field Winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Hill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Gone after the sack. He's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check pass. Check pass.
Ready.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, 50 to punt.
So here we go on 4th. Hill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Back. Watch out.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
Throwing here, Newton. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Out left, he's got it to Everett. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 4th down, Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Young. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Great. Number 53, Mike 53.
Newton's going to throw it. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
53's the mic. 53's the
Newton. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Undercrush.
Now it's Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Rams,
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold as shield. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, your pop, and your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold as chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way.
skills. Yeah, so suspenseful. I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jury code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills.